The truth is that you can succeed with Amazon PPC even with a small budget. And this video, I'm going to show you what small budget really means for Amazon advertising, how to maximize every dollar spent, and how to set up your ads for profitable scaling. But first off, let's define what a small PPC budget is. A $3,000 budget allows us a $100 ad spend per day. Of course, your sales volume is going to be affected because a $5 ad spend, it's not going to guarantee us hundreds of sales. But I want you to understand that there is a process behind what sequence should we follow and which are the correct steps that should be taken in order to achieve the success. And in case that you're a big brand, I would still highly advise you to start with a smaller budget whenever you are starting out, just because every campaign is a test and it's a hypothesis. It might work or it might not. So we can focus that spend on things that actually convert for us. Strategy number 1, focus on the best-selling product. Especially when brands are coming to us that have multiple products, we're always advising which is the product that is your best seller that we can completely maximize. Is that a product that has inventory that is allowing us to advertise? The second thing that you can ask is this a high profit margin product? Strategy number 2, be patient and then start pruning. Most of the time, the questions that we get is how much time should we allocate to this? Should it be 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 7 days, 30 days? It really depends on the one thing, conversion. Did we got enough impressions, enough clicks, enough orders for us to decide that this product is converting for the keyword or not? Because only when we have meaningful data, we can decide if the ad campaign is worth it for us or not. If we have a product, let's say it has 20 sales per day, we're going to collect way more data than if we have a product that it's selling maybe 2-3 items per week, would need to wait more time in order to gather more data. As a rule of thumb, do gather meaningful data. And by meaningful data, I am saying go to your search term reports, download your data for at least the last 14 or 30 days, depending if it's a high or low volume product. See which are the keywords that are currently converting for you, because if it converted in one sale, that's highly likely it might be just someone clicked and we could not duplicate the same success. But if it's 2, 5, 10 sales for one keyword, you might think this keyword is working for me. It might be at a higher ACoS that I expected, but it works for me. Always keep in mind that during this process, we have to be patient, and only once that we gather the data, we can start pruning at the campaign level, group level, product level, keyword level, which are the things within this campaign that actually work for me and which are not. Even if we hope that this keyword might be converting at 5 clicks, 10 clicks, even 20 clicks, we cannot afford right now to guess. Whatever worked right away, those are the things that we would be keeping. The other keywords we would be pausing, maybe go longer time range, such as 60 days, when you can see if that one sale actually it was 2 sales or 3 orders, but on a longer time range. Look at your search term reports for the best 14 days, 30 days, or even 60 days, and then decide based on that data which are the search terms that right now are working for my product that I should be advertising for. Now, strategy number 3, starting with sponsored products. Most people are still advertising only with sponsored product, and right now in 2025, I would still say go and start with sponsored product. That is still your best guess, especially whenever you are working with a lower budget. It still has one of the highest conversion rates from any ad types. That does not require any additional creatives. It is easier to control targeting. While we've been testing both sponsored products, sponsored brands, sponsored brand video, sponsored display, sponsored product is the one that is the cheapest and you have most control of. Sponsored brands and sponsored display, while they're also great, right now we are in the trying to make this work stage with a low budget. So those are going to both take your attention and require additional creatives. Now, one more pro why you should be starting with sponsored products. Shoppers are searching with purchase intent. Sponsored products let you capture that intent and will put your ad dollars in front of people who are most likely to buy. Strategy 4, use exact or phrase matches. Avoid broad match if you have a very tiny or very constrained budget. Broad match is going to allow Amazon to guess which search terms would fit best with your product, and it's often going to waste ad budget based on irrelevant search terms. So we would use exact match in this case to control what we're bidding on and to ensure that we're paying for relevant clicks. Phrase match in this case would be just a bit broader than exact match. However, in phrase match, you would still gain keywords that are highly relevant or highly related to the keywords that you're targeting in exact match. Only it's going to be longer tail keywords. Yes, you're going to get fewer impressions. Yes, you're going to get less clicks. And yes, you're going to get less sales with this approach. But keep in mind, when we're on a small budget, we have to control as much as possible our ad spend. Because here, the impressions, the clicks, and the orders that you're going to get are from high intent buyers. And also, you're going to get better conversion rates. Quick example. Let's take the word shoes. Shoes in broad match can mean everything. Shoes for boys, shoes for girls, shoes for kids, shoes for women, shoes for men. In exact match, men's trail running shoes or women high heel shoes is going to be total different searches. So this is why I am suggesting broad match. While it might be ideal for you to find keywords that might be cheaper for you at this stage whenever we have a very constrained budget. So we want to ensure that we are not going to waste budget here on terms that would not be relevant for our product. Strategy 5, target cheaper keywords. Whenever someone would start their ads, they would go for shoes, and shoes is the most products thing ever, right? So if we're going to look for targeting cheaper targets, usually these are longer tail keywords that are super specific to your product. As I gave the example with men's shoes. So it can be casual men's shoes, it can be sports men's shoes, it can be, what other men's shoes are there? Outdoors men's shoes. So it's way more helpful for you to have a longer tail keyword than something that is shorter tail. Usually shorter tails are going to be also more expensive. Test to see what works and what doesn't, and how quickly can you gather meaningful data with the keywords that you're targeting. And why these are cheaper keywords is because it's longer tail, it's higher by intent, but highly likely has a lower search volume. So these specific keywords that usually are going to cost you less just because less amount of people are going to target them and compete on them. Let's say, for example, a longer tail keyword, it's going to cost you $1 instead of $5. If you have a $10 per day ad campaign budget, and then you are going to allow it at least 10 clicks for the one keyword to convert. If this is going to be a $5 click, then you will get 2 clicks per day for a $10 budget. And even if you have a $100 budget, it's going to give you maybe 10 clicks. A quick caveat here is that while clicks might be cheaper, also less people might be looking for that exact term. So really look into, do I get impressions for these keywords once that I'm going to launch it? And even if I'm increasing the bid, is this still relevant? You can also use third-party tools, Helium 10, Data Dive. There are many other tools out there. You can take maybe keywords that are longer tail, that are very specific to your product. Maybe you can take keywords that are not as long tail, and then you can compare the two. Maybe you're going to choose only a handful of 5 keywords to compete for. One is going to be longer tail. The second one is going to be shorter tail. And then see how much traffic do I bring with these 2 keywords. It might be that the shorter tail keyword is going to gather you more data. It's also going to spend quicker your budget, but is going to show you, hey, people are looking with this keyword for my product rather than the longer tail. There might be a lower search volume. So it really depends on testing and seeing which one is going to work best, and then just pause the other one and then double down on the one that works and also has a profitable ACoS. Strategy 6, pre-qualify with your listing copy. If you're on a small budget, think of it that you're going to use this tool as pre-qualifier. If you're going to target the handmade premium letter wallet keyword, and also that is within your title, not only ones that they are going to search for that keyword, but also see that your product is that product, it's highly likely that they are going to click within the listing. A cool benefit of this is that you're going to save up on your ad spend. Imagine if I am looking for a $10 wallet and your product is showing up and I'm seeing that it's $80 and that is premium and so on. Yes, I wish it was a premium product, but I don't have the $80. I'm not going to pay for it. So this is also a very cool pre-qualifier for you to ensure that the copy and the search terms are going to match. One more cool thing is that if unqualified shoppers are not going to click, they're not going to waste any ad spend. Some more ways for you to pre-qualify: price cues. You can be clear about premium positioning. Whoever is looking for premium products are going to purchase premium products. And this way you can avoid clicks from shoppers that couldn't afford your product. Demographic cues call out a specific audience. For example, product for kids, product for professional, product for men, product for women. So that is also a qualifier that is within your listing. Let's go back to the keyword shoes. It can be orthopedic shoes for adults or running shoes for teens. So as you can see, you still have the same route, but it's used differently. Strategy number 7, scale once profitable. Don't scale a losing campaign in hope that it's going to become profitable. Since we are on a very low budget, we are just looking for the lower hanging fruits to see which are the cheaper keywords. Once that we found those cheaper keywords, we are going to double down on them so we can replicate success. First, we want to prove we can hit our target ACOS with that product. And once that we did, we can increase our campaign budget, or we can have now those same keywords added in different ad types, such as sponsor brand or sponsor display. Something that most people don't really understand is that profits are not going to be linear, especially when scaling. Remember when you started the first ads and you just gather data, and then after you gather data, some things work, some things not? Scaling is exactly the same thing. It's just we're going to allocate more ad spend and try new things and have more hypotheses. For example, for a $1,000 ad spend per month, getting to $10,000, that is a 10% ACOS. And here we're speaking only PPC spend and then PPC sales. But if we're going to get to 2,000, you cannot expect 20,000. Usually what is going to happen is always whenever you're testing something, it's going to be more expensive because it's going to increase and then gradually it's going to decrease if you're optimizing continuously. That is really important that most people are forgetting whenever it comes down to small budgets. We are starting for big brands also with small budgets. We are not going to go all over the place and spend a ton of money unless that is the strategy. In order to get that, first we want to make sure that the small budget works for us, and afterwards we're going to scale it up. Some of the key takeaways and summary for today's video: focus on one product at a time, be patient by collecting data, and once you gather that data, cut down everything what wastes money. Start with sponsored product ads. Use exact and phrase matches first. Test and target cheaper keywords. Pre-qualify with your listing copy. And scale carefully only after you're profitable for your ads. Next steps, I want to challenge you. Go and look at your Amazon PPC campaign. See how the strategies I just shared with you are going to be applicable. And if you need more help with Amazon PPC ads, check out our description. I added a quick link for you to book a call either with me, either with someone from my team who can go through your Amazon PPC campaigns and offer feedback on what's going on right now, what works, what doesn't, and which are the things that you should be focusing on to achieve your goals. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.